My name's Marty Zeck. I joined the railways in 1990, so 28 years on the railways. I had a workplace injury on the rail and I sort of lost my identity. It was a back injury and I couldn't walk, I couldn't do what Marty used to do. And I really fell in a heap and I needed help to get through that. And I didn't really know where to go, and there was no one sort of saying, "Are you okay?" and giving you a direction where to go. And so it was my family that actually said to me, "Look, we can see that you're changing. You need to go and get some help." No one at work really noticed, and I thought I was sort of covering it up. I thought I was travelling really well at work. Then one day I came out of an EAP session and I went, you know what? I actually like how I am and how I'm thinking now. So all that stuff has got its place, but now we're going to move on. And that's what drives me to get other people to actually get the help they need and move forward. When I'm dealing with someone, I always think, what would I want if I was that person? But I don't want anybody else to have to struggle. So what I do is I want to catch it, nip it in the bud and go, "Hey, are you okay?" I had a classic a while back. A driver said to me, "Oh, I was just born grumpy." So I said to him, "Well, no, you weren't born grumpy and you're not normally grumpy." "Yes, I am. I'm always grumpy." But then the next day I approached him again and said, "Hey, what was yesterday about?" And then it all came out and I could help him on his way. You keep an eye on your friends and your employees, your team. If you see that there may be something a little bit different in their behaviour, they're quieter, louder, not doing their work quite right, you're just looking for little signs that there may be something wrong. Doesn't mean that there is. You've got to really choose when you approach them as well. You don't want to approach them when they're under any pressure or anything. You don't want to approach them when they're sitting with other people. Pick your moment and then just say, "Are you okay?" And you have to let them come forward in their own time. So they might not be ready to tell you. Just be persistent and keep at it. Ask them again at the end of the shift, or just give them a phone call during their shift and say, "Hey mate, are you okay?" Listen without judgment. Just let them talk, and then just encourage them to seek help, and just point them in the right direction. You're not going to be able to cure them. We're not trained to do that. Just ask the question and make sure they know that they're not alone and there's someone there to support them. The checking in and following up is probably the most important part. After you've initially realised that they need help and they've come to you and said, "Yeah, maybe I would like to get some help," to show that you really seriously care. You're not just asking the question because it's ticking a box. "Yeah, I've asked him if he's okay," but it's not something that will just stop. They'll need your help probably for the rest of their career. Like, you'll be their safe person and they'll talk to you. And I'll actually make myself available. I'll jump on the train with them and just to have that conversation and break it down. And inevitably it comes out. And then I've actually had drivers come and see me and say, "Are you okay?" So you build that beautiful bond where everybody starts caring about everybody. And like I said earlier, it's contagious, so it'll just spread out, Yeah.